What's going on? This is My Life in the Shot. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Another story out of Detroit, Labor Day weekend. This is going to bring back breaking up a fight, and I can't help but to reference this incident here. This was also brought up a lot of stories about, why don't people get involved in breaking up a fight? Renee, what's going on with this story?
Yeah, so the victim's name is Donae Wilbert, 27 years old. She was at Hollywood Coney Island. I guess it's a restaurant in Detroit. And she saw two men and a woman arguing or fighting, and she tried to intervene. And allegedly, one of the people involved in that followed her to the parking lot, shot her, and she was pronounced.
Okay, so now fighting. That's just like road rage. Emotions are already high and through the roof. All right, the family is going to release a statement. Look at that beautiful family. Family's going to say, I guess the guy followed her out through the restaurant. So it was two guys and a girl arguing. So we don't know whether it's a domestic situation. Who were the two guys? Was it a single guy and a couple arguing? But my thing is this. Nobody's in custody for this.
Right.
And the detachment in our community from the police. All right. Why didn't nobody call the police?
Yeah, I think maybe calling the police maybe should be your first go-to, as opposed to, trying to physically put yourself in between people. I think you also had to assess the situation as well, and then your area, and the fact that they don't have anybody in custody. I mean, usually they have cameras in restaurants nowadays, or at least outside of the restaurant in the parking lot.
Now, how did the fight come from two men and a woman on to her? Sometimes her family was saying that she had a huge heart. Now, sometimes if you're out and you see some wrong, sometimes you just cannot not say nothing. She may have seen a woman getting beaten on and was like, hey, I can't sit back and watch this. I got to get involved. So it could have been a situation like that. Another question I want to ask is, why was she like people? If you're out with your friends, you guys got to walk together and y'all got to make sure each other make it home and get in the cars okay. All right. Where was the other people in the restaurant? Where was the police, y'all? Where was the police, y'all? Because it sounds,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Because the argument got to take a time to develop. People got to get involved. And if there were men in that restaurant, and if it got elevated to where this young girl had to get involved, where were the other people at in the restaurant that could say, hey, y'all, okay, y'all, just cool it down. There's a way to get involved. There's calling the police. There's getting a license plate number. How don't we have nobody in custody? All these questions need answers, for real.
Yeah, I definitely think we need to get, like you said, more comfortable with calling the police. That should have, I think, been the first thing. I'm surprised the manager of the restaurant didn't do. But like I said, you saw that at Maxwell's. People, I mean, they were literally back there just cooking. I mean, you could have even asked them to leave the restaurant, maybe. You know what I mean? The people arguing.
Right,
And
restaurant
maybe would have been a
staff.
fight.
Yeah, I want answers from that restaurant. Were there cameras, and why aren't there cameras in that restaurant?
Right.
Also, from the people that were arguing, do y'all know something? Who did what?
Right.
So, nobody knows anything. There's two men and a woman arguing. So, one of them allegedly did it. Somebody should know something.
Right.
Also, this is also bring up, like I said, the brick girl. Often. So, I've done story after story after story. There's a bunch of men that did get involved and ended up losing their life. And a lot of men, another point is what a lot of people are making, is that often in domestics, you may see a man beating on a woman. Guy goes to get killed over that, and that woman is with that man, or you get involved and you fight that man or whatever, and that woman is back with that man within days. But
Yeah, even for I believe it's police, they said that the most dangerous calls they go on are domestic calls. It's not like a robbery or something. It's actually domestic.
right, but getting involved also though, you know, I wouldn't say men shouldn't get involved. You don't have to go fight them, beat them, or whatever. But you can, hey, hold it, stop it and break it up.
Yeah,
At least grab the dude, hold him up,
yeah,
get in between them, but do it respectfully. If you do break up a fight, do it gently, respectfully. I know that sounds very passive, but it's some crazies out there. And it's just like
yeah,
road rage. That rage can easily spiral from that person to how dare you,
yeah.
So, man, this is a tragic case. They say she was very gentle, very loving, very kind. And that's why she got involved.
Right. Yeah. I think, like I said, I think it's one of the things you have to assess the situation. Like I said, if that violence turns towards you, are you able to defend yourself? And or do you have a weapon to defend yourself? Because that could very well be. Do you have kids at home? Unfortunately, yes, people have lost their lives breaking up fights. So unfortunately, it's something, I guess it's just one of them things that if you do something, something can happen to you. If you don't, then something happened to someone else. So it's definitely something you have to assess the situation. Definitely start by calling the police.
Right, definitely. Yeah, that's street smarts 101 right there. Is definitely stand back, peep the situation. Peep, is there anybody else around? Do they got homies? Does he have anything on him? Does he look like that
Right.
type that's going and peep that situation?
Exactly.
Also, you know what? And if you do, like, let's say if it is a female, can you just grab her and pull her out the situation and get her to safety without intervening
Right.
with him? Can
Yeah.
you call the police first? In
Yeah.
fact, that needs to be step number one. Call the
Right.
police. Bing. All right, cool.
Right.
Get the restaurant staff. Hey, y'all,
Yeah.
break that up.
Because at least the police will be on their way. You know what I mean? It's time, like you said, it's time to fold. At least they'll be on their way.
And also, friends. Make sure your friends get okay. How was she walking to the car and she was with a group of friends? Where were they
Right.
at?
That's true.
Where were they at?
Yeah, I was gonna say I go back to the Maxwell's, the shooting at Maxwell's. Before he punched her, I just don't understand how nobody called the police. Nobody said, okay, hey, you guys, break it up. He had his hand up about to punch her, and nobody just, I mean, nothing happened. Someone lost their life. He lost his life, but he was the aggressor. But still, someone lost their life.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, appreciate you coming on, Renee. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace, y'all.
City on fire. Ooh, down to the wire. It's my life in the shy. Ooh, it's my life in the shy.